Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to do a grocery list video, but also choose some hard candy because I've had several people ask for hard candy videos, and so I'm going to do that today. I don't normally eat hard candy, so I was in the candy aisle yesterday at the store trying to figure out what to do, and I do like lemon, as you guys know if you've been watching my videos, so I decided to do some lemon heads, and I'm gonna chew on some of these while I make a grocery list. I don't think I've had these in so long, but oh, so they're a little different than I thought they would be. I thought they were gonna be I don't know. I thought they were going to be bigger pieces. I probably like this better. Oh, okay. So, they're really good. But I was expecting them to be like, almost like the hardness and texture of like a cough drop. Where have I seen those? You know how at Cracker Barrel they have lots of hard candy that you can get, and they're in like clear bags? I think I've seen lemon candy there, and that's what I was expecting this to be like. Maybe I've never even had this, but it's really good. Okay, I'll try not to bite into it too frequently to make them go a little further. But there are a couple things I was gonna add to my grocery list because I've been trying some new recipes, and I was gonna tell y'all about them. My sister, one of my sisters is breastfeeding right now, and she has found that her child has a dairy allergy, and that is such a bummer because I mean, it just requires a lot of you as a mother if you're going to continue to breastfeed. Because I mean, I guess if you eat dairy a lot, because for me it would be very difficult. I eat a lot of cheese. Something that I have found interesting is that a lot of products that you would not think about having dairy actually do, even if it's just like milk protein or something. Like, she likes to eat lots of salads with croutons, and she was looking at the ingredients for croutons, and it said that it had milk protein in it. It's not something I would ever think about having dairy. So she's got to read everything and like figure out what doesn't have any dairy. And even with that, a lot of products say like they may not have dairy products in them, but they say on the box like made in a factory with milk products or something, which I don't think that she has gone to that extreme to cut those things out, because like, but I think some people do. So anyway, she has been working to find dairy-free meals to make, And I went to see her a few weeks ago and we had a meal that was dairy-free that was really good. I'm gonna put this stuff on my list. And it's also nice because it's kind of like a one pot. Okay. I'm really having to work with this setup because I just knocked it off. Okay. So a one pot meal. And chicken breast. It calls for chicken breast, but really if you don't want to cook the chicken, you could just use a rotisserie chicken. Or something I've realized lately is that like chicken thighs are a lot cheaper than chicken breasts. So sometimes in recipes, I can just like bake some chicken breasts. Chicken thighs. Let them cool and then shred them to where they're off the bone. And then use that chicken in a recipe, even if it calls for chicken breast. So, and it's still delicious. So, chicken. Minute rice. So like I'm gonna get 1 box of minute white rice, which I never do. I always just make the rice on the stovetop. Takes like 20 minutes. But for the purpose of this meal, minute rice is good. Several limes. So I'm gonna double this recipe. I'm probably gonna need 4 limes, fresh limes, because you're gonna use lime zest and lime juice. So in this case, like, it wouldn't be great to just get a thing of lime juice, like a bottle, because the zest makes a big difference. Okay. Let me think. Cilantro is important. 1 bunch will be enough. Black beans. Now, I've talked about this before, but I like to make black beans at home, like a big pot, and season it the way I like, etc. And if I let them cook for several hours, they're really delicious. So what I will often do is get like a 2-pound bag of black beans at the store and cook them myself, and then divide them into smaller containers and freeze them. So in this case, with this recipe, I will just pull out a container of black beans from my freezer that I made and thaw those and use them. Okay, so what you do with this recipe is, if you're using chicken breasts, well, you also need garlic. Like olive oil, salt and pepper, those things. don't think I used ginger with this one. But you cut the chicken breast into chunks, or if you have sauteed, or if you've baked the chicken and shredded it, you just pour that in the pan with some olive oil and garlic. Maybe you do the garlic first, like I did. I think I did, like, since I doubled this, I did like 4 cloves of garlic. Let that sizzle in the pan. Add the chicken, cook the chicken through. And then you add the lime zest, the lime juice, the black beans, and chicken broth. So I did like 4 cups of rice to double it. And so I did 4 cups of chicken broth. I forgot to put chicken broth on the list. This normally, if you've made rice before, you know this, but normally when you're making rice, not quick rice or minute rice, but when you're making rice, you have to double the liquid. So if I do 2 cups of rice, I do 4 cups of water. But with this minute rice, that's not the case, because it's already like partially ready. So I wanted to make it a little bit like creamier or saucy, more saucy than the recipe called for. So I did a 1-to-1 ratio. The recipe doesn't call for that. I think the recipe calls for 2 cups of rice and like 1.5 cups of chicken broth. But I just did 1-to-1, and it was really good. Okay, so you bring the chicken, black beans, lime zest, lime juice, and chicken broth and garlic, salt and pepper to a boil. And you let it boil for a minute. And then you add the rice. And you let that boil for 1 minute. And then you simmer it. You let it simmer until the liquid is cooked out. Now, I just waited till the rice was done. I didn't wait for all the liquid to cook out, because then it kind of gets dry, and then especially if you're doing some leftovers with it, it's not very good. I just waited till the rice was done. Then you add a bunch of chopped cilantro and mix it together and let it sit uncovered for 1 minute before you serve it. Now, as a dairy-free recipe, this would kind of be it. But I don't think what we added. We added a few other things that were dairy-free. Like, once we made our bowls, we added like romaine, avocado, tomato, and made it kind of a bowl and had like tortilla chips. But I will plan to add this to the list, shredded cheese and sour cream. because I love those things. But I will say, having had it there, it's good without it. My sister, of course, they have dairy-free sour cream and dairy-free cheese that you can buy. But that was a really yummy meal with lots of protein, because I'm trying to get a lot of protein. So you have the chicken and the beans. Okay, so tortilla chips I need to add. But besides this meal, we need watermelon. I don't know about y'all. My husband is not a big watermelon fan, but my son and I love watermelon. And I've told y'all this, that we just keep it stocked in the summertime. So something I've started to do, because my son always wants popsicles, and I don't mind him having some of like the kind with sugar, but he wants them all the time. So what I have decided to start doing, I got one of those, it's like a silicone thing that you can fill the individual things with the liquid of your choice and stick the little popsicle sticks in them and freeze them. Well, I put watermelon chunks in there. Push the sticks in and froze them, so that when he's constantly asking for popsicles, I can give him like a homemade real fruit option. So I'm excited about that. I'm going to make, I've never had this before, and I've never made it before, but I'm going to make some blueberry cornbread because we are having book club this weekend, and that was one of the things in our book, was blueberry cornbread that the characters were eating. So I looked up a recipe on Pinterest, and it actually looks really good. I like cornbread though. So I'm excited about that. So I need 2 cups of blueberries. I think I'm just gonna get frozen blueberries. I need yellow cornmeal. I normally just keep white cornmeal at my house, and this recipe calls for yellow, so I'm gonna have to get that. I have flour. I've got milk. I've got sugar, because I know it has some sugar in it. Yeah, I hope that it turns out well. And I'm gonna get some kind of assorted fruits to also take. I'll probably mix like some watermelon, cantaloupe maybe. Some good summer stuff. That'll be good. I need to get more bananas, always. I need more coffee. What is your guys' favorite coffee to get that's like semi-affordable? Because sometimes I struggle with that. I like flavored coffee right now. I've gotten like a vanilla vanilla hazelnut or vanilla something. For those of you who have Publix, I might have talked about this before, but Publix is one of the only places that I know of that carries Barney's coffee. And they have a flavor called Santa's White Christmas. It's so good. So whenever I go into Publix, I try to get a bag of that. But yeah, if y'all have any coffee recommendations for like an affordable price, let me know. I've been very excited because we eat a lot of eggs, and my dad's chickens are laying eggs really well right now. So I'm not having to buy my eggs right now. Eggs are really expensive right now. Okay. I think that is gonna about do it for this grocery list. Yeah, and I really like these lemon heads. It's a nice, like, sweet and sour snack. I like it a lot. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any more requests, keep them coming. I will try to get to them. Happy Monday, and I hope you have a great week.